Has there ever been a role you played that you didn't like at first, but grew into?
That has to be my role in Abused. And that was earlier on in my career. When I was done with that movie, I really kind of like had some mental issues.
What's the sweetest thing your husband has done for you recently?
I like the fact that when I have work and I have to wake up early, like he wakes me up. Sometimes he'll be like, oh, I already ran the shower and stuff like that. So just go get in or something like that. Yeah, so I was listening to
It doesn't get sweeter than that. Hey guys, I'm Noray and I play Adebisi in Mother's Love
And my name is Omotola and I play Labake, her mom in Mother's Love. All right, so let's get into it. And this is Paul's Fun Facts. Now you go first.
Okay, so what surprised you the most about working with me?
Well, we had done a little project prior, RR, and you were acting all bougie every 2 seconds. And I was like, this one. So, but I already saw the range and I saw the possibilities. So with Mother's Love, I was expecting, because now we're going on water and all of that stuff with Makoko. I was like, this one is about to suffer. She doesn't even know what's coming. So I was expecting, all of that. But I was surprised that, you sucked it up and just, because I'm sure you could see that I wasn't having it.
I learned a lot from the previous set, that project. So it was definitely different. Okay. I'm just like, no, I'm working with someone fearless. I cannot be afraid.
Yes. So describe your experience working with me in 3 words.
3 words. Inspiring. Precise. Detailed. I wish I could do more than 3 words, but detailed. What's one thing I did on set that made you laugh?
More of that. Why am I talking to the same person who acted 2 films? Because now I'm going to be like all over the place. But on Mother's Love, what did you do that made me laugh?
I think I know what it is.
What is it? I'm trying to...
That take where your husband, my father, was supposed to catch me in the room, and the first take was terrible. It went so wrong. The angles were...
Oh, don't worry, you're jumping out.
I remember you.
Oh, that is so true. It was so awkward. It was so awkward, guys. When you see that movie, when you see that scene, you two will be like... Which character resonated with you the most in the film Mother's Love?
Obaro.
Obaro,
yes. I'll talk about him. Because he was very bold. Not a lot of people have that kind of mind to stay consistent and be there, like given what he was facing. So definitely Obaro.
Yeah, that's so true. He was very focused.
Laser focused. It was focused. Has there ever been a role you played that you didn't like at first, but grew into?
That has to be my role in Abused. And that was earlier on in my career. That role still traumatizes me till today. I hated it so much. When I got the script, I liked it. Because I thought, okay, I'd already read a lot about Hollywood and how you need to challenge yourself, this and everything. But I didn't know the extent to which, and I was the one that asked the director for that kind of characterization. I said, I want people to see me and physically I look abused. The director was saying no more.
So he made that point.
Like, say no more. They made my hair, I don't know what kind of hair they made on my hair. Like my scalp was like, pulsating like that.
Yo.
It was bad. It was horrible. And then I did this to myself too. I went on, I think that was the character that I went on a few days without having my bath.
To get into?
Yeah, just to get into character. I went, I think 4 days or 5 days, I'm not very sure, without really having, I was just cleaning my pits and, like whatever areas, but having my bath, and I left my hair and everything, no makeup and everything. And there was even, I think the last day, I actually sat in the sun. So that the last day of when we were about to shoot, I think if I remember correctly, I went and sat in the sun for a while, just so I'll be sweaty and angry. And I was really, truly angry. Like, no, for real. That was the first characterization that I did. I knew that was when I knew that I could go too far, really. And I need to hold myself back. When I was done with that movie, I really kind of like had some mental issues, to be honest.
Oh, no.
I'm not even kidding. I couldn't get out of the character. I was depressed. What's one trait of mine you wish you had?
Fearlessness. And you see why that's important? You see how you mentioned how you were scared I was going to be jumpy at Makoko? It's definitely because I learned that. And every time I'm actually in some situations, I kind of like switch. I'm like, what would you do? Like, how would you handle it? And that's something that I'm topping because I'm Yeah, I'm jumpy. I have anxiety, whatever. I do with anxiety.
This girl frustrated me in Ara. Every little she, oh my God.
Yes, it was. Yeah, so yeah, she's
yelled
saying
at
it
her
like,
a lot. I was
what?
like, stop it! Focus, act.
But see, let me tell you the one that really shocked me was, we faced some challenges filming in Makoko, and there's some moments I'm like, yeah, she's going to break now. Let me just see how she's going to handle it. And 10 toes. Okay, she stood and I was like, how can someone be this fearless? How is she not afraid? Like, what is going on here? So I'm just like, yeah, that is one trait I want to have. Even if I'm not 100% there, I'm like, I know I'm better. I'm better than I was before, so yeah. What's the sweetest thing your husband has done for you recently?
Oh, he does so many sweet things really recently. What happened? Oh, my birthday. Yeah, so he got me some really nice things. Ooh. Yeah, that's recently, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's it. Yeah, but then I like I mean, that's like something we would normally say, but let me say something that I actually like that I would say is also recent. I like the fact that when I have work and I have to wake up early, like he wakes me up. And I know that doesn't sound like a big deal, but
big deal.
Yeah, like because he wakes up very early in the morning. He sleeps early and he wakes up early. I sleep late and I wake up late. So most times when I have work in the morning, he wakes me up. It's like my alarm, he wakes me up. He goes, "Yeah, babe, you have to get up. Your first appointment is this time, da 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 da." Sometimes he'll be like, "Oh, I already ran the shower and stuff like that. So just go get in," or something like that. Yeah, so it was little.
It doesn't get sweeter than that. That's really sweet. Because I remember those times on set we work really late, and I'm like, oh, maybe I'll have a buffer. She'll wake up late. You're there early the next morning.
Never let me sleep. You always hear his voice in the background. Babe, sometimes I'll be like, relax. What's one thing Adebisi did that you would never do in your life?
Run away.
You would never run away?
I can't run away, but yeah, because I'm not that feel like I wouldn't do it because I'll think about all the other things I would never. And it's funny because like, I'm sorry, my sister's done it before, but like I'm not the child that would run away.
No. I'm
too scared for that.
Yeah, she's too scared. I can attest to that.
Which Nigerian food would you say is overrated and why?
What is that Nigerian meal that I think is overrated?
Some people say plantain. Some people say gizdo. Some people say gizdo.
Gizdo, thank you.
Yes.
I hate gizdo.
Why do they have to fuse it together? Why?
How do you know things that I don't like? I think you're my real daughter.
You see? I'm shifting.
I absolutely
I don't get it. I thought I was going to get in trouble for it. I'm like, yeah.
I thought you were going to say dodo. I was going to be mad.
No.
Gizdo, I hate it with a passion. Like, why would you have to mix anything with plantain?
You can eat gizzard. Leave plantain alone. It's too main character to be mixing. You can't be doing that.
Gizdo, for sure. For sure.
Yes.
Okay.
What's one thing you did at my age that will shock me? I want to hear this one. Say the truth.
Your age that will shock you? I finished having my kids.
I did not expect that. I didn't expect that.
I'm so petty.
I mean,
if I were your real mom for 1 week, what's one thing you would enjoy the most?
Tell you, let me start. I have a lot of things to say.
Don't lie.
No, I have a lot of things to say.
Okay, what?
I'll go back to that luxury. I know you don't want to say, but like it's soft life. Like one, there's soft life. 2, good food. There's always good food. What else? Access. All the doors just open. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know what I'm saying, but yeah.
Yeah. So that's what you enjoy for just 1 week.
They say 1 week. I thought it was 1 day.
Week.
I know it to be more than that now.
But those. I thought it's even a lot for logical chorus. Oh dear.
Using pidgin English, convince the audience to watch Mother's Love in 30 seconds.
Okay, so my people wait there for house. Make una come watch Mother's Love. Mother's Love. Na film way, na ogbonge film way. If you watch them, you and all your family, now go know say una watch film. This one not be film way you go dey watch. You go dey do your children eyes, say make them come out for sitting room because one thing don't happen. No, this one, all of them go sit down. Nobody go shift. Nobody go dey fear. Everybody go turn down. Everybody go dey all right. This na film where everybody go learn something. Papa go learn something. Mama go learn something. Children go learn something. Even friends go learn something. Even the friends go learn something. And this is a film where by the time you watch and finish, something fit even inspire you to start one kind of business. Because one won't get business there inside this film. In fact, it be like saying that this be the first film, Nigerian film, where they produce business as the film they come out. As it hot. Hey! I don't try.
Red hot. Red hot.
Yes. If for all this one where I do alone, watch the film.
I beg.
You know, yes.
Who is most likely to arrive late on a movie set?
No.
Nobody here.
No.
Who is most likely to forget their lines while filming?
Who? It's not possible. It's not possible.
Noray.
Which one did I forget? All the stress I gave you on set, is it forgetting lines on?
Yes.
Which one?
Let me see. When you get nervous, you will not start jamming your lines. You not be like, wait, exactly. I was just gonna say that. You not be like, wait. So it's in this order, right? Then I'll be like, it's not as if you don't even know the lines, though. You know your lines, but you just when she gets into her bouginess, you'll not be like,
why are you calling it bouginess? It's anxiety.
So this one.
Oh, I feel like casting right now.
Oh yeah, cast me.
That one time where you really needed to sleep, okay? And we were shooting, and I'm telling you, as you were saying the lines, yes. And then you wake up and now say that I skipped something. I'm like, no. But nobody could say like, nobody could say anything else. Exactly.
So everybody. Oh wow, interesting.
Who is most likely to be caught napping in between takes?
Well, I'll take my L. It is I.
So much grace.
I am the one. Look, I was working so hard. It was ridiculous. I was working around the clock. I could not afford to exceed the time that I had to shoot because I had extended my ticket and then that was it. So if I didn't finish shoots, I would have to get on the plane with scenes on shot and that was not going to happen. So I was barely ever sleeping at night. I shot I would sleep sometimes 1 hour, sometimes I would just sleep on the chair like this. And then wake up, have my bath and come back on set, really. Because I was afraid to lie down because I felt like if I lay down, I would probably just sleep for hours. So I won't lie down. I would just sit down on the chair, just do that. So I'm not comfortable, then I'll do that. And then I'll be like, shit, it's time to go. That's it.
Who is most likely to complain about set food?
Set food was good though. Like that's one thing I always remember. So if I say I'm not complain about it.
There's no complaint on my set about food.
Yeah.
Who is most likely to pull a prank on other cast member?
For sure. For sure. She's very mischievous. She's very mischievous.
Who is most likely to know everyone's name on the crew?
I give people nicknames, to be honest.
And they all have their own weird nicknames too. Their names are so funny. It's hard to forget.
What was the Ororo?
My bad.
My bad. It's crazy. And if you don't have a nickname, I'll give you one because I most likely will remember your name. So I'll call you whatever comes to my mind and it will just stick. So I give everybody nicknames, really.
Who is most likely to go off script and improvise their lines?
I think that would be me.
Yeah.
That would be me. That would be me. That's possibly going to be me. Yeah, so that was our take on Paul's
Fun fact.
Our movie comes out March 6th and it's called Mother's Love. Watch it and you will love it. Look at this fine family.
The beauty.
You get to see my husband too. You see my husband there. Oh, supple.
March 6th.
See you at the cinemas.